Welcome to the deep dive.
Glad to be here.
Today we are really jumping into Miles Morales' world, specifically that first chapter right after he gets back from suspension.
Yeah, that crucial period. We're setting aside the big multiversal stuff for a moment.
Right, because
Yeah,
we've got some fascinating sources that show his biggest challenges right then. They're way closer to home.
definitely. Like failing history.
And navigating this really, really intense family secret, it's heavy stuff.
So our mission today is pretty clear, I think. We need to unpack that immediate tension at home.
Mm-hmm.
Figure out the real reason he got suspended from Brooklyn Visions Academy.
Right, because it's not quite what it seems.
Not at all. And then we need to get into that piece of family history that kind of explodes during Sunday dinner.
Yeah, it really sets the stage for everything Miles is dealing with.
Okay, so the scene starts with the family using the good china.
Ah, yes, the white porcelain, blue flowers. Very specific detail.
It signals, this should be a moment of relief. Suspension's over.
But you can feel the tension, can't you? Especially from his mom, Rio.
Oh, absolutely. Rio's worried sick this is going to happen again.
Because officially, he got suspended for leaving Mr. Chamberlain's history class, right?
Asked to go to the bathroom, got told no twice, and just left.
But that's the cover story, isn't it?
Exactly. The sources make it clear that's not the whole truth.
And here's the real kicker, the key nugget for understanding Miles right now. He didn't actually have to pee.
Yeah.
He felt that buzz, that spidey sense thing. He thought someone was in danger.
He felt that pull, that responsibility, and just bolted from class.
Which leads us right into the problem with his powers.
Mm-hmm. This is where the school trouble really stems from. His spider sense, what he calls his beehive brain.
Yeah.
It's been, on the fritz, broken, really, since the start of his junior year.
So he can't trust it.
He can't trust the buzzing anymore. But the thing is, he also can't risk ignoring it if it is real.
Ah, okay. So he's trapped. He has to react, even if it's a false alarm.
Which means prioritizing a potential rescue over, staying in class and not getting suspended again.
Let's dig into that family dynamic a bit more. The Sunday dinner.
Right. Big spread, chicharron de polo, rice, greens. Looks good.
It sounds amazing, but it's more than just food. It's this whole snapshot of their life, isn't it? Rules, responsibility.
And Jeff Davis, Miles' dad.
Yeah.
He's kind of the anchor, but also the humor source.
Yeah, his running jokes are something else, like the Daily Bugle thing.
Yeah. Only reading the Friday edition because the world's collapsing too fast otherwise. Avoids information overload.
And that long-running joke about Miles being the most bedwettingest kid in Brooklyn.
Smelling like 200-year-old lemonade. Yeah.
It's funny, but is it? Is it just humor?
Well, I think it's more than that. It feels like Jeff's way of keeping Miles grounded. Seeing him as just his kid, maybe a bit of a troublemaker kid.
Not the hero saving the city.
Exactly. He's trying to normalize him, pull him back to earth.
Whereas Rio, his mom, she seems focused on the here and now, the consequences.
She's the protector. Remember, she says she saved Miles back then because he's my baby.
But she immediately follows up with that really powerful line.
Love is deed, Pappy, not just fine phrases. That's their core value right there.
So Jeff uses history and jokes. Rio demands action, changes in behavior.
Yeah, and she really emphasizes community, the family unit. You see when Genki shows up.
Ah, Genki. Miles' best friend, roommate at BVA, the burly Korean kid.
Comes over for dinner number 2.
Classic Genki.
And even though Jeff grumbles a bit about another mouth to feed.
Rio welcomes him right in.
Exactly. She's living that love is deed philosophy. Actions, not just words.
But the mood shifts pretty fast, doesn't it? Back to discipline.
Oh, yeah. When Jeff says grace, if you can even call it that.
It's less grace, more ultimatum.
Totally. He bows his head and just lays it out. Lord, please help our son Miles behave himself in school.
Okay.
Because if he doesn't, this very well may be the last home-cooked meal he ever has. Amen.
Wow, okay. That definitely changes the vibe.
It transforms this family meal into like an existential threat for Miles.
It perfectly captures the pressure he's under, right? If he acts like Spider-Man, he risks school. If he follows his powers.
He risks losing his family's approval, maybe even his home, based on that prayer.
And all this pressure is just amplified because his main tool, his spider sense, isn't even working right.
Exactly. He keeps having these fake bathroom breaks from Chamberlain's class.
He bolts out expecting, what, a monster.
Yeah, a monster, a mutant, some madman tearing up Brooklyn. He runs out like a gust of wind and finds
Nothing.
nothing. Just Brooklyn being Brooklyn. It has to be incredibly frustrating and scary.
Which leads him to this really heavy conclusion, doesn't it, about being a hero?
Mm-hmm. He starts thinking that maybe being a superhero has an expiration date,
Like, what if it just fades? What if he can't rely on it?
and if he can't guarantee he'll still be Spider-Man by the time he graduates.
Then suddenly, the risk of getting expelled or failing a class, disappointing his parents.
That immediate, tangible failure starts to feel bigger, maybe more real, than saving someone with a spider sense he can't even trust.
It's a classic hero's dilemma, but with this extra layer of guilt and potential failure.
Absolutely. And even though the suspension is technically over, the punishment isn't.
Right. The punishment dessert. Gotta love Jeff's phrasing.
Miles has to wash the dishes, take out the trash. Standard stuff, maybe.
But then Jeff drops another one of his lines,
It takes wages, not wishes, to stop washing dishes.
which basically sums up his whole philosophy, doesn't it?
Pretty much. You want respect. You want freedom.
Right.
You earn it through hard work, through contributing,
Yeah.
not through superpowers or shortcuts.
And we really need to look at the actual suspension punishment itself from Friday and
Oh,
Saturday.
yeah. It wasn't just grounding. It was designed
Designed how?
as a direct counterpoint to his life as Spider-Man, to humble him.
Okay, walk us through it. It started Friday morning.
Yeah, Jeff drags him out onto the stoop. Miles is still in, like, a wrinkled school T-shirt and flip-flops.
Not exactly superhero attire.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And Jeff just looks at him and asks, "Who's going to save you?"
Whew. Heavy. So what were the actual tasks?
Well, Friday, after the trash trucks came through and left all that debris,
Ugh, the worst. Plastic forks, chicken bones.
toilet paper gaskets, the source says specifically, he had to tidy up the whole block.
Man, he's probably wishing for his web shooters just to pick up the garbage.
Exactly. It's contrasting this world-saving potential with the most mundane, thankless service.
Talk about a reality check. What else?
Cleaning the apartment, doing laundry, making his own dinner Friday night,
Which was?
top ramen, with hot sauce and toast.
Wow. Glamorous.
Not quite. Then Saturday was the big one. Jeff called it neighborhood heroics.
Okay, neighborhood heroics. Sounds almost mocking.
It felt like it, forcing him to be a hero in the most tedious ways possible.
Like what?
Dragging an old heavy mattress out of Mrs. Shine's basement, hanging pictures perfectly straight for Mr. Frankie.
Okay, real community service.
And the grand finale, walking a bunch of neighborhood dogs,
That doesn't sound so bad.
which involved, and the source emphasizes this, bagging lots of poop.
Okay. Less fun. Definitely humbling.
It's all Jeff's way of keeping him tied to the ground, to the neighborhood, to responsibility.
But even all that, the chores, the ramen, the poop, that wasn't the main event of the weekend punishment, was it?
No. Jeff saved the real lesson for Sunday night, back out on the stoop, same place as Friday morning.
And you can tell something big is coming, right? The source says Jeff starts stammering, searching for words.
Yeah, that hesitation signals this is it. This is the core message he's been struggling to deliver.
And he finally connects Miles's rule breaking, the suspension.
Directly to Uncle Aaron, his deceased brother.
Who's he say exactly?
He says, your uncle was suspended. A lot. Then he pauses and says, he didn't think he ever had to follow rules. And it got him killed.
Wow.
And then the final blow. And the last thing your mother and I want is for you to be like him.
So Aaron becomes the symbol of failure, the tragic example.
Exactly. The ultimate cautionary tale in the family. We learned Jeff and Aaron were, street kids, Brooklyn Jack boys.
Right. Hustling, get into trouble,
Yeah.
juvie, jail.
Yeah, they were on a certain path together. But then Jeff met Rio.
And Rio changed things for him. He chose a different way.
He chose stability, family, responsibility. Aaron kept chasing that fast money in dark alleys
And now he's gone. And Jeff uses that story.
to try and steer Miles away from any hint of trouble, any rule breaking. He's using his brother's tragic history to try and save his son.
But here's the thing, the huge, devastating secret that Miles is carrying.
Jeff doesn't know the whole story, not even close.
Miles wasn't just told about how Uncle Aaron died.
No, he was there.
He knows that 3 years ago, Uncle Aaron didn't just get himself killed because he didn't follow rules in general.
He knows Aaron accidentally killed himself while trying to kill Miles.
That context just changes everything.
It completely hollows out Jeff's warning, doesn't it? When Jeff equates leaving class early with the path that led to Aaron's death.
Miles knows the real stakes, the real connection to his own powers, were infinitely higher and far more direct.
And he can't say anything. The silence must be crushing.
All he can do is swallow it down, that guilt, that confusion, and just say,
I understand.
but what he understands is this trauma his father can't even imagine. He's agreeing to be better, but the reason why, it's terrifyingly secret.
So let's synthesize this. If we pull back and look at the whole deep dive, Miles is caught, isn't he?
Totally caught between a failing superhero sense that's messing up his school life.
And a father who's using this incredibly painful family tragedy, Aaron's death, as basically a lesson for skipping class.
The irony is just staggering. The real danger for Miles in this chapter isn't some monster outside.
No monster, no mutant, no madman.
It's internal, right? It's the guilt. It's the silence about his uncle.
And that secret actively stops him from being honest with his parents, from maybe trusting his own choices, his own instincts.
It completely undermines the very lesson his dad is trying so hard to teach him about consequences and rules.
Yeah. Jeff is using history, Aaron's tragic history, to try and save Miles from repeating it, thinking it's about small rebellions.
But what happens, and this is maybe the thought to leave you with, what happens when that history lesson itself is tangled up with this massive unspoken trauma that Miles has to carry all by himself?
How does that hidden weight affect him? His ability to be a hero? Or even just a student trying to get through junior year? It's a conflict much deeper than any suspension or punishment chore could ever address.